I'm Armin van Buuren. I'm currently at the Amsterdam dance event in Escape Theater. I'm eating pepernoten, which is a typical Dutch thing when we celebrate Sinterklaas, which will be in 5-6 weeks. So I'm happy to be back home so I can eat these things. The only problem is they make me too fat. I recently started using the ADE2010s from Pioneer, and I must say I totally switched. I'm completely converted now, and I know it sounds pretty scary to some of you because the transition from vinyl to CD was pretty hard. And right now I can tell you honestly that this little bag contains all the music I'm going to play tonight. It's 3 USB sticks in there. But there's a lot of advantages. You can play higher quality music files than fit on a CD. 24-bit, that's only in theory, but at least it's better. B, I've been playing the whole summer with one USB key, and the CDJ hasn't skipped on me once, even playing via the link function. I'm also using a new timecode system, which only works on the CDJ2000. It saves your playlist, which for me is really convenient. And I also have a laptop in the same link system, so I can play all the music that I have been playing in the last 7 years. So normally I don't like playing from a laptop, but you know, if the zeros and ones come from a CD, they might as well just come from a USB key or a laptop. At the end of the day, what matters is the music that comes out of the speakers, in my opinion. You see, I still have to get used to the idea a little bit myself, but there's way more pros than cons, in my opinion. And it's very important to keep up with the new techniques because it also gives you way more creative possibilities. For the new Armin Only show, we are currently testing a timecode system with the Pioneer CDJ2000s. So it will be similar to playing with CDs for myself. But I'm sending out a timecode signal instead of playing from a DVJ because the DVJ is a great player, but it has a 4:3 ratio. And you know, you're limited to that. And the stage that we've got designed for Armin Only, which is still a big secret, but we're going to reveal really soon, is not 4:3 by far. It's, you know, it's really, if you put it small, it's like this. So it would be rather 72:5 than, you know, 4:3. So sending out a timecode signal gives my VJ the possibility to adjust his system to the screens that are actually there. And the music will still run in sync with the visuals. Not always, because we don't want a karaoke show. Now, do we? Some people do, not for my kind of music. But I think it's really cool because this system gives you more show possibilities. And also the lights and the fireworks will run in sync with timecode. And this is only possible, in my opinion, with the CDJ2000 because it can run in absolute sync with the music. I'm just addicted to the new Pioneers, especially the new Pioneer mixer, the GJM2000. I love the new resonance filter, the zip function, the possibility of having 2 laptops running, and you know, controlling everything. So with this new setup, with the CDJ2000 and the DJM2000, you can choose playing the classic way with the CD booklet. You can play with USB keys, and you can play with a laptop, and so you can choose whatever way you want to play. Since we made the transition from vinyl to CD, I think that was the biggest gap, and I hope people appreciate this possibility. For me, it really opens a lot of doors, and I'll keep investing in the possibilities with these things because they are enormous. And I think Rekordbox is the best thing that happened to me this year because I can now prepare my playlists, see what tracks are hot, store them on a USB key, have a backup key with me as well, and make an instant decision. So I'm still very flexible. I can look at the crowd and decide where I want to go. If I think like, oh, that track that I played 6 years ago, I punch in 4 or 5 letters of that track. The track pops up and I can immediately select it, which is a lot quicker than inserting a DVD or a CD. So you know, I can make a last-minute choice if the crowd or the time. Sometimes you have to end your set in 5 minutes, so I can quickly skip to the last track. can I tell you something about my new album? Well, there's a lot to tell. To put a long story short, it's the biggest project I've ever worked on. It was the most fun project I've ever done, working with so many different artists, but also it's a little bit going back to my roots because there's a lot of instrumental trance tracks on there. On the other half, there's some, I think, interesting collaborations. For example, I worked with Guy Chambers, I worked with Owl City, Adam Young, Sophie Ellis-Bextor. So, and BT, one of my all-time heroes. Ferry Corsten did a collaboration with him. But also worked with the whole rock band of my brother. He plays in a rock band, grunge, trip-hop, whatever you want to call it. And he's in the breakdown of the track Mirage. And I think I'm really especially proud of that track. So, check it out. How does Armin relax? Well, I'll tell you a little secret. I have a beautiful wife and 2 cats, which is one way to relax. I go running from time to time, and I just build a games room. I have all the consoles you can imagine, including a few old ones. And I'm currently playing a Halo, FIFA 11, Motor Drift, Motorcraft. Of course, Modern Warfare. So try and find me online, and we'll have a battle.